spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Notre Dame's offense will get the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Wants to throw. It's Chadwick. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Pulls it in. It's Washington. And he's dragged down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance, so I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
They'll give it to him again. Turning it on! He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
That's reeled in. It's Parker. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you're going to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
To the air, it's locked. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Back to throw, it's locked. It's complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Pulls and fires complete. Inside the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Stanford! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Army managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Point had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To throw, it's Chadwick. Finds his man down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught, close to the marker, it's Young. Breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Slithers into space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for a crease. It's Price. Got room to work. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Locke. Quickly to the tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He makes a grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
That makes the score Stanford 17, Notre Dame 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. The toss to the right. He breaks a tackle. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's strong. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The give on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a gap. It's Young. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Trying play action. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Fires to the middle and wings it incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to keep it in the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold defense.
Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, better look out! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10, easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's locked. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking for room. It's Young. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. It's Young. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. To the air on first down. The throw. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Oh, he's got a chance. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Quick step and go. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got a good one going here, all tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's locked. Setting up the screen. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. A strike downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd down, going up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Takes it on the shovel. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is perfect. They have taken the lead here in the 4th.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's locked. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Oh, what a move. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. At the 45 on his way. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. To the air, it's locked. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he throws another interception. His third of the night. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still had it.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Rides the back on the option to give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Out of the gun to give to the back. Look out, he's got room. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Williams. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Washington. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll run the ball, the clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's got it. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column.
Scanning the field, it's locked.
We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's taking a deep shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that. So they're...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense looking great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Breaks the tackle. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for the squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young teams.